Hello guys, it's Coach Corey here. Each week this summer I plan on doing a little video of what matches we got this week for our PGA Junior League, and then we'll do a recap video, kind of make a little fun, almost like a little segment. So that's our goal. Kind of came up with a funny little name calling it the JGN, the Junior Golf Network. So we're going to kind of have some fun with it this summer and do a couple of different things. So with us covering the Junior League this way, so it should be some fun. So let's go over, we got 6 teams this year. I'm going to be giving you the team names and the rosters. So, our first team will be the Lumberjacks. And on the Lumberjacks, we got Paxton, Weston, Ann, Connor, Charlie, CJ, Jackson, Corbin, and Hill. That's rounding out the Lumberjacks. We move on into the Crowns. The Crowns are going to have the team of Miller, Delaney, Taylor, Parker, Hollis, Rob, Tripp, and Hayes. Going into now the Panthers, we got Lucas, Mason, John, Jason, Jacob, Dane, Griffin, and Sawyer. The Express team will be Damon, Taryn, Will, Bryn, Destiny, Celeste, Chase, and Case. Now in the Cyclones, we got Jacob, Andrew, Daniel, Damon, McCain, Gus, Brooks, and Scarlett. And last but not least, we got the Roadrunners, which will be Logan, Hunter, Mary Michael, Millie, Corbin, Gibson, Luke, and Caroline. So that's our 13U league. Remember, guys, those matches are going to be between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting at 5, since we got more teams this year. Now in our 17U league, we still got 2 teams. That's for our older kids. On the Hurricanes, we got Lily, KJ, Rowan, and Sydney. And they'll be going up against the Thunder of Alex, KP, Sammy, and Catherine. So that'll be fun. Our 17U league will always be playing on Wednesday, earlier in the afternoon. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to kind of segue and talk about what we've been doing at practice. This is one of those things I wanted to do so you kind of know what's been going on at practice. Also, like that. And when we come back, we'll talk about matchups of this week. All right, thanks, Donnie, for taking it in. So here's what we've been doing at practice. We've been working on a lot of what we call target golf. Not letting the junior pay attention to just hitting the ball towards the hole or towards the flag, but where they want to land it, like on a chip shot or a pitch shot, and getting it to end up in where they want it getting up there close to the flag. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty simple how what we got set up here. I got a towel, that's going to be my landing spot. That's where I want them trying to land or land near it. And then the cones is the area right there around the hole. Okay, so that's where we want to get the ball ended up. A lot of times the juniors sit there and they just think of the hole. Hey, just trying to get in a hole. And it's not necessarily like it's just shooting the baskets where we're just thinking about that. We actually got to think about how we want to hit it to a certain spot and then let it roll up there to it, okay? Especially on chipping like that. This is really going to come out a lot more as the junior progresses, the older they get. So it's very simple right there. We got the towel like this, and it just kind of gives them an extra element of sitting there seeing where it is. So we've been spending a lot of time at practice doing this, okay? So really trying to get them to aim towards the towel, the club face. That's where I want them to think about. The club face is aiming, trying to get it right there. Land it just short, rolled it pretty in, okay? So that's a pretty simple drill for them to do. You can even make a little game out of it, you know, point system, who can get it in, stuff like that. Depending on which level, you make it a little bit more complicated. Check in with me when we do our quick tip. I can show you kind of how we use this with on the putting green. We'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, guys, let's talk about the matchups. We're going to start off with the 13U. Our visiting team will be the Crowns going up against the Panthers. That'll be Tuesday. That'll be our first one kicking off. Wednesday, we got the Cyclones going up against the Express. And Thursday, rounding out, we got the Roadrunners going up against the Lumberjacks. Each week, I'll be still sending out who wears what jersey and stuff like that, and hole assignments. So it should be a lot of fun. And then on Wednesday, we still got the 17U league, the Hurricanes and the Thunder going up. So each week, I'll be going up our Who's Playing with Who on our little video cast. And then over on the weekend, I'll be doing another one, kind of giving you results and almost a highlight show, kind of making it our own homemade sports center here. Okay? So, moving right along. So we got some good matchups right there. I think most everyone's playing in week 1. So, got another little quick tip here for you. All right, we're back here for our quick tip of the week. Okay, earlier in practice we were talking about target golf. Now we're going to take that concept and we're going to put it to putting, and we call this spot golf. This is where we kind of pick a spot and we want to roll the ball towards and allow it to break in the hole. This starts kind of introducing speed control and getting the kids to learn what break is and kind of starting to see the undulations like this. It's not always just there's the ball, there's the hole, and we're going to putt straight to it. Sometimes we got to play break. So this allows them to start training their eyes, okay? So as you can see, I got here in the background, I got a cone. I got my ball set up right over here. And the idea is I'm going to try to putt it just inside the cone and just kind of work on my speed to get it to allow it to break in, okay? This is a drill that I'm not always looking for them to make, but just always sit there to end up on the cone. End up by the hole, even especially on the high side, okay? So it's more about speed and letting them kind of control it. So, setting right up here, kind of going to think more about where the cone's at and just kind of put a good little stroke on it. Played it outside there, didn't quite hit it, okay? So that tells me I need to put a little bit more speed to it, maybe not. So I can always sit there and adjust my cone if I want to move it more here and say, hey, I'm going to put more speed to it and get it more to the hole. Ball got in the way, but that was a better putt. It was getting to the hole, okay? So another little quick tip to help us get a little better on the greens, spot putting, thinking about where you want to put the ball to allow it to go into the hole or get close to the hole. We'll check you out next week. Alright, well that's this week's show. It's a real quick video. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the information out there. And we will check you out this weekend when I go over the recap of how all the matches went out and who did what. See you then.